Well, hello there, people there tonight, and hello again. I'm TheMBmulti. Welcome to part 39 of Let's Play Doki Doki Blue Skies. In the previous episodes, the previous episode was another crying episode. It was a beautiful episode though, because Sayori, we've celebrated Christmas together with all the other members of the Literature Club, and what's it called? Yeah, anyway, we did Secret Santa. We obviously had Sayori now instead of Yuri. And yeah, Sayori orchestrated a little thing where she, together with like Monika and the other club members, smuggled in a mistletoe without my knowledge, and we had our first kiss with everyone watching. Which was extremely nice, but then she already started to question herself due to her depression. Now, her depression was talking to her like, you shouldn't be happy and all that stuff. And I just broke down mentally. I was like, we're gonna fight, Sayori. We're going to fight, and we're going to kick that depression away. And we are now into Act 3, Into the Unknown, which had a picture with 2 umbrellas and a rainstorm. So poetic, but dangerous. Most people typically see January as a pretty dreary month. January blues, I think it's called. Yeah, isn't it like the month where... Oh no, that's February. Or like one of those is the month where most people commit suicide. I thought it was February, but I might not be correct about that. But yeah, it's of course a very touching topic. I was about to say topic and subject, and I combined it to topiact, which doesn't exist. Or at least I don't think it does. Yeah, but that's a very interesting topic, of course, related to Sayori, you know, with depression and suicide and all that stuff. Although I don't really believe, although I could have forgotten, but I can't really remember her saying she actually wanted to kill herself yet. I don't think I've heard her say it. Like, specifically, you know? She has said everyone would be better off if she wasn't around, as in, she's gonna distance herself from everyone. She has said that before, I believe, and of course, mostly that she wants to make everyone happy so that they don't have to worry about her. But I don't think she's ever said that she wanted to kill herself yet, so that's on one hand a good sign, but on the other hand, you know, we're in Act 3 and that hasn't happened yet, so who knows that, yeah, I'm anxious now. Oh god, I really hope that there is not a scene where I walk into her room and she's literally about to do it, you know? With the cold weather, the grey skies at the end of Christmas holidays, yeah, I can see it. Not this January though. I haven't been able to get Sayori's kiss out of my mind, of course. It's hard to believe she's actually my girlfriend now. And just 4 months ago, we hadn't spoken in years. Joining the club, discovering Sayori's feelings for me, and, well, finding out about her depression, the whole thing has just been so unexpected. Still, there's a few days left on the Christmas break, and I know exactly how I want to spend them. After shooting Sayori a text, I make my way over. Hi, Sayori. What magical adventures are we gonna go on today, Mark? I'm glad you asked that, Sayori. Today we're gonna go to a magical, snowy wonderland. Expect it to be a wild journey, filled with snow, snowballs, and festive lights. She looks at me for a moment before bursting out laughing. Oh, you're so silly sometimes. Hey, it's not like you could come up with a good imagery on the spot. Try me. Okay then, I will. Let's see what you can come up with, Miss Literary Expert. She thinks for a moment. We're going to go on a bold, daring venture, a place brimming with magical lights, pristine snow, and frozen icy fractals. Triple dot. You know what? I know what I'm beat. Sayori grins with pride, puffing her chest out proudly. Although, I bet you don't even know what half of those words mean. Did Yuri lend you the thesaurus? I expected my jibe to earn a pouch from her, but she stands firm. Don't be jealous that you will never stack up to the Ice Queen. Ice Queen? Bold words coming from someone whose hands get cold super easily. Especially when this person accidentally leaves her gloves at home. That got her. Meanie. You can never let me win. I slide up closer and plant a kiss on her nose. You love it, really. Although the pout tells me otherwise, there's no denying that red blush creeping onto her cheeks. By the way, for your Secret Santa, who did you go shopping with? Natsuki. Oh, she has a coat over her sweater now, okay. That must have been an awkward afternoon. It wasn't, actually. It's rare that I get to see Natsuki outside of the club, so it was a really nice day out together. Girls' day out, huh? You could say that. She helped me out a lot when it came to picking a present for you. Tut-tuts couldn't even think of a present for me without some outside help. You're the one who admitted it was hard at the Christmas party. Checkmate. Since when was your memory that good? No fair. The Ice Queen never forgets. She laughs as I roll my eyes. You really like that self-appointed title, don't you? It doesn't even make sense. You hate the cold. Does it bother you? Should I let it go? Don't do that, Sayori. I can't believe you just did that. She giggles sweetly, playfulness laced in her laugh. Anyway, she was really stuck on what to get Yuri. There were the obvious choices, like a new pen, a book, or something to do with tea. Now, whoa, hey, how the hell do you know that? I mean, she has made some tea before in the club, but she never talked about how she was so passionate about it. And she only said that to me when I was getting close to Yuri. That's the only time she ever mentioned that she was, had such a passion for tea, and that she knew how to do a proper Japanese tea ceremony and all that stuff. She never, at least to my knowledge, she never mentioned that to any of you guys, and I really don't suspect that happened between the scenes. So that's some BS, Sayori. And then a playful nudge on the shoulder. She was considering getting her one of those, but she said she wanted to go for something that wasn't so obvious. She can be really thoughtful when she wants to be. Yeah, I got that impression. The look on Yuri's face. Man, she really wasn't expecting the lily at all. And I thought Natsuki would have just got her a horror book and be done with it. Well, that's the thing. Natsuki said she likes to surprise people. Once you get past her prickly side, she really has a big heart. Not exactly hard to have a big heart when you're that small though, is it? Mark! It's a joke. Although, please don't tell her I said that. Only if you buy me chocolates. That doesn't sound too... And maybe some cookies. Anything else? A back message? A Ferrari? Perhaps a holiday cruise to the Caribbean as well? Well, now that you mention it, you'd be so lucky. Oh, I thought we were in an arcade for a second, but it's a different cafe that I haven't been to before. What are you gonna have, Sayori? Your eyes raise over the menu. Given the abundance of cakes, buns, and other sweet foods, I'm not expecting her reply anytime this decade. Cinnamon buns again? No, actually. I think we're gonna try the sponge cake. It looks so soft and delicious. The genuine excitement on her face is so endearing to see. And to think a girl this adorable is mine. After giving our order to a waiter, I can't help but reach across the table and take her hands in mine. She looks a little surprised initially, but soon rubs my hands with her fingers, smiling shyly. You know, that's something I've always loved about you. How adorable you are. Huh? Like even right now. You're getting really flustered, aren't you? Me? No! No? It took me a while to realize my feelings for you. Ever since that tickle fight we had back in September. I remember seeing a look in your eyes. We were in a really, awkward position, and you looked at me with a look I'd never seen before. Yeah, I remember that moment. I had no idea how to react. It was the first time we'd spent time together outside of school in a while. Yeah, I was really happy that day. Me too. I guess that was the first day my feelings for you began to bloom. And over the months those feelings grew stronger. You gave me a bit of food once and your hand Your hands brushed against mine. I remember thinking about how soft your hands felt. It took me totally off guard. Ah, so that's why you zoned out. I was wondering why you looked like you were in a trance. I wasn't the greatest at covering my tracks, was I? And you smell really nice too. I remember letting that slip when we were carving pumpkins. It doesn't really make any sense. I hadn't showered that day. I don't know, maybe it's just your natural scent then? Man, that makes me sound like a real caveman, doesn't it? confused unga bunga noises. At least you're a very handsome cave. Aww. Now it's my turn to go red. Finding my weak spot, Sayori grins and opens her mouth, no doubt eager to watch me flail for a change. Oh, to watch me flail for a change. Thankfully, her moment of opportunity is interrupted by the waiter bringing us our food. Another huge smile appears on her face as the cake is put in front of her. It's really not hard to put a smile on her face, is it? Yeah, well, you say that, but you know damn well what's going on in the background. Watching her eat is a sight to behold. It's almost like she's inhaling it, straight into the bottomless pit that is her stomach. What's the matter, Mark? Compliments making you turn red. Oh, making you turn red? You know, it was really cute seeing how nervous you were when you warmed up my hands. You were stuttering and everything, and something tells me it wasn't because of the cold. Guilty as charged. My master plan worked. I should have known it was all a ruse. Then again, I got to hold hands with you, so aren't we both winners? Don't take my victory away from me, meaty. Not taking it away from you, just sharing it. Is that so wrong? I stick my tongue out at her. I give you credit though, the mistletoe plan was pretty flawless. I had absolutely no clue it was coming. That's 100% true. That was so much fun to plan with the girls. Yuri felt bad, but Natsuki and Monika were all for it. You looked absolutely terrified when you saw the mistletoe. Well, duh. It was nerve-wracking enough when we almost kissed before the others arrived. And then I had to do it with 3 other people watching. The plan almost backfired on you, though. Huh? Well, it was your first kiss too, right? Oh, yeah. Although I had advice from Monika beforehand. On how to kiss someone? Yep. And no, I didn't know you were meant to close your eyes. I stare at her. Even I knew that. I bet Monika had to teach you a lot, didn't she? I'm not legally obliged to answer that. I burst out in laughter. Hey! Sorry. I'm just trying to picture how that conversation went down. Did you ask Monika how to kiss someone? Or were you meant to... Or where... Were... What? Or where you were meant to put up your hands while you do it. Now, or were you meant to put your hands... What the fuck? Okay, I'm just going to skip by that sentence. That sentence doesn't make any sense. No, I didn't. I kind of wanted to though. I had no idea what to do, to be honest, and I was scared that I'd mess it up. You know, it being your first kiss and all. And the more I thought about it, the worse I felt that I put you in a really awkward situation. It's really okay. I enjoyed the kiss after all. Plus, it was my first one as well. It was so I was hardly a pro. Really? Really? And I was almost half expecting Sayori to say really? And you know what they say? Practice makes perfect, right? Very smooth, Mark. An hour or so later, we've both wound up in my living room. I'm lying on the sofa with Sayori cuddled up next to me. Content as can be. You know, now that we're actually together, what are we meant to do? I have no clue, you're my first girlfriend after all. Don't get me wrong, it's really nice to just cuddle up together, but when you think about what couples do together, what comes to mind? I have to pause and actually think about this. Like, go on dates? Which I guess we technically just did at the cafe. Sorry, Sayori, I'm really just as clueless as you are. That's alright, I guess we do have all the time in the world to figure it out. To be honest, I'm perfectly happy to just cuddle up together. Just being with you no matter what we're doing makes me happy. Ah, that's how I feel with you too, actually. Does that mean I can cancel the romantic getaway to Paris then? She pokes me in the side. But France is the romance capital of the world. How much money have you got to spare, Sayori? Does that include pocket money I spent years ago? Yeah, sure. Maybe negative 200 yen then. Well, unless the planes are operated by really tired hamsters, I don't think we'll be going to France anytime soon. I really want a hamster. Why? What do you mean, why? It's a pet. What would you call it? Stuart. Why? Because of that movie? Wait, hang on a minute. What movie? Oh, Stuart Little. You know that Stuart Little was a mouse and not a hamster, right? What's the difference? Well, hamsters taste nice. What the fuck? Is it bad that actually made me laugh? It means your humor is like mine, so take that as you will. That's definitely not a good thing then. Don't make me push you off the couch. You wouldn't dare. Oh, really? I've had a better idea. I sit up and without hesitating begin to tickle her mercilessly. The effect is instant, Sayori immediately begins screaming and laughing uncontrollably. Oh no, not this again! That's so unfair! You didn't even give me a chance! If I remember correctly, last time it was you who initiated, so here's a taste of your own medicine. She's writhing on the couch, blue eyes shimmering with tears from her involuntary laughter. Okay, I'm sorry for what I said about your humor. Please just stop. As I'm a merciful soul, I abate ever so slightly just to give her a chance to catch her breath. Bad move. So you're, of course. What the fuck? What the hell's with that derpy face? So Yuri lunges forward, pinning me beneath her. This bout of unexpected dexterity. Unexpected dexterity, yeah. Totally catches me off guard. Oh, you should have expected it. And with a flump, my body sinks into the opposite end of the couch. She wastes no time in dishing out some cold revenge, and within seconds my laughter and screaming has replaced hers entirely. Oh damn, I didn't expect you to be able to do that. You weren't supposed to do that. She brings her face closer to mine, making sure I can see how smug she is. Time to deploy smug face. Which actually gives me an idea. Darting forward, I plant a desperate kiss on her lips. Unlike with our previous kisses, this time my tongue is involved. What the fuck? Slowly pressing against the top of her lip. The effect is immediate. Her hands go from trying to tickle me to slowly linking around the back of my head. As the kiss deepens, she slowly pushes me back down into the couch. Her body falls with mine. After a few seconds, I'm lying down with her body directly on top of me. Oh god, no. Oh shit, is this going to be another episode where I have to censor shit or not? My mind is going wild, trying to process exactly what's going on. I only intend for the kiss to distract her, but it's ignited some kind of urge in both of us. Her body feels so warm against mine, and with a sudden jolt, I'm very aware of a part of Sayori, namely two parts that are pressed up against my chest. Needless to say, the atmosphere is completely changed. Neither of us know how to react. The silence continues on, with each passing seconds feeling like hours. We have the hours to ourselves. Her body is pressed on top of mine, and there is some kind of primal instinct stirring within the both of us. I open my eyes. Sayori? She hesitantly climbs off of me. Sorry, I didn't mean to... It's okay. It just kind of happens. Yeah. Anyway, I had a lot of fun today, Mark. It's a shame school starts tomorrow, though. I was hoping you wouldn't remind me. Ugh. And we'll be getting the results of our December exams back. January could go one of two ways. We'll be fine, I think. Only one way to find out. Anyway, it's getting late. Want me to walk you home? Sure. Okay, luckily I didn't need to censor anything. But that was a close one. And here we are, back in class. Man, the holidays really whizzed by in a flash. Seeing Sayori in the mornings really makes a huge difference to how I perceive the school day. Am I a morning person now? Maybe she really is my sunshine. Just like her poem. She's really made me mushy, hasn't she? Wonder what Mom would think. Psst! Morning, Emmy. Good Christmas break? So, did it work? Huh? Sayori, duh! And you guys together? Are you guys together yet? Going straight in, I see. Well, are you? Yeah, we are. I knew it! Let's also leave out let's very conveniently leave out the extremely bumpy road we used to take in order to get there, because she doesn't need to know about that. Are you Well, I think that's everyone. As the last student makes their way to their desk, Sakurai puts down the register and stands at the front of the class. Hope everyone had a good break. There's a weak, lukewarm murmur. Oh, come on, guys. You've got it easy. Your exams were before the break. I used to teach at a school that had January exams. At least they had a reason to be so unenthusiastic about returning. Anyone get anything cool for Christmas? Yeah, Mom finally caved and got me this new pair of running sneakers. Practical for sure. A friend of mine got me a plant. Oh, just like with Yuri. I'm not sure what it's about. What it is about me that screams Flower Man, but hey, life's full of surprises. Anyway, given I was supposed to start the lesson 5 minutes ago, let's begin, shall we? Normally I'd eat outside when it comes to lunchtime. Given how cold it's gotten recently, the outdoors doesn't particularly appeal to me right now. A lot of students opt to just eat in their homeroom, especially as the temperatures drop outside. The clubroom is also a viable choice, and luckily is always free around lunchtime. Over the Christmas break we suggested eating there in the clubroom, and despite Monika saying we couldn't make any promises, the decision was pretty much universally agreed on. With my stomach gurgling, I make my way over. Hello, Yuri, Natsuki. Yuri and Natsuki are already there by the time I arrive. While they're not exactly best friends or anything, their friendship is much less shaky than it was 3 months ago. You can tell that Natsuki's thoughtfulness really touched Yuri. Hey guys! Romeo himself has arrived! Natsuki. Afternoon, Mark. Monika's not here yet? It's not much of a surprise, is it? You know, given how she has like 5 million extracurriculars going on. The door swings open and Sayori walks through, a cheery smile on her face. Good to see. Good to see. Hey! I'm so glad we all decided to eat together for lunchtimes. Looking back, I'm kinda surprised no one suggested it earlier. Well, it's a new year, and a new start. All we need now is... Once again, the door swings open and Monika waves at us, an apologetic smile on her face. Sorry, I had so much stuff to sort out. My teacher was talking to me about university applications. Already? But your second year of high school isn't even over yet. Monika sighs and wearily rubs her temples, putting out her food. Yeah, I know. It's stressful to say the least. Plus, I'm getting the result of my December exams back soon. Don't worry, Monika. I'm sure you've done just fine. You worked so hard. I'd be inclined to agree. You're a model student and I know how much effort you put into your studies. Monika smiles at their efforts, but it doesn't look wholly convinced. Oh, now that we're all here, I should tell you that we don't have a club meeting today. There wouldn't be much point, given none of us have any poems to share. We can hold a session tomorrow, though, if you guys are interested. Guess we didn't hold too many last semester, and that's on me. Sorry, I had a lot going on. Yeah, I'm down for our meeting tomorrow. I'm probably a little rusty, so this will be a good chance to get back into it. I turned to Sayori. We could write one together if you like. I'm still not as good as you, so this could be a good way to learn. Oh, that could be really fun. Tonight? Yep. Well, that's the two lovebirds sorted. Works for me. Yuri also nods in agreement. Well, I'll see you guys tomorrow then. She finishes writing something down in her planner. I also noticed that she's using the pen Yuri got her for Christmas. Judging by the shy smile on Yuri's face, it's safe to say she also noticed. Shoulder pad on Yuri. Monika suddenly stands up, strictly packing her food in containers. Wait, you're leaving so soon? Yeah, I can't really stick around. Need to talk to my parents about the whole university thing. They've been hounding me ever since exams started. See you guys later. And just like that, she's gone. Yeah, it really makes me want to. It really makes me want to have a Monika route now in this game. They've done super well with Yuri in this month. They're doing great so far. It's been great with Sayori. Yeah, well, still no opinion on Natsuki, but yeah, the glimpses that I've seen from Monika, like what her personality is in this game, where she's like an actual like NPC, not self-aware that she's in a video game and all that crap. Like. That perspective from her is also very interesting, like that she's being drilled extremely heavily by her parents who want her to have an A+ on everything, and if she gets a B- on one subject she doesn't get to eat for like 5 days or something, I don't know. And you know, like all the pressure that's been put on her by her parents who want her to like be top of the table and stuff like that. That would also be super interesting to, you know, if I actually do end up as Monika, with Monika as my girlfriend, as if there was a Monika route, you know, how that would plan out, because like that would be her problem that we could try to help with. So yeah, I'm really sad that there's no Monika route. Free time is foreign for her, isn't it? She really has so much going on. I couldn't fathom being in her shoes. The stress would be too much. Oh, those exams you have to take. Oh, those exams you have to take for university? I don't envy you guys in the slightest. Yeah, well, we don't take those exams until the 3rd year, but I think Monika has started her prep recently. Yeah, joys of being a first year, Natsuki. Count yourself lucky because you'll be in Monika's shoes before you know it. Wondering how long it'll be until Sakurai starts asking me the same thing. The question lingers on my mind as the rest of the lunch break passes by. As the end of the school day arrives, I wander down the corridor towards Sayori's homeroom. Along the way, I spot Yuri leaving her own classroom. Hello again! Just like that vine from Marlon Webb, where he just slides down the road. It's like, hello again! Just wait until you see my dick. Never mind! And he slides all the way back up. Hello again! Yuri looks away nervously, fiddling with the strand of her hair. You don't have to, of course, but... She stands there, struggling to find the right words. What? If you'd like, would you like to walk home together? Oh, this is gonna be a fucking choice here, huh? You want to walk home with me? Sorry if it's a stupid suggestion. I don't know why I asked. It's not like I didn't want to, and it's not like I didn't want you to or anything. I just didn't expect you would ask. Are you sure? I know you normally walk with Sayori, and I wouldn't want to intrude upon that or anything. You're worrying for nothing, Yuri. Why would she mind? The more the merrier. It's cool. That's still me, yeah. The more the merrier. It's cool. I was just on my way to go and find her, so feel free to tag along. Soon after, I spot Sayori in the hallway. She looks curiously at Yuri trailing behind me. There you are. I give her a daring peck on the lips, causing her to blush. Hey, ready to walk home? Yuri's going to be joining us this time, if that's okay. I hope it's no bother. Surprise flashes across Sayori's features, gone as soon as it appeared. Oh, sure, that's fine. Although, I can't come with you guys today. What the hell? Oh? My homeroom teacher wanted to talk to me about some stuff, so you two go ahead. I'll walk with you two tomorrow. Are you sure? Pretty sure we can wait. Yuri nods in agreement. It's no bother. But Sayori shakes her head. No, there's no telling how long it'll go on for. Plus, I think it might be a long discussion. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, okay then. See you soon. No, wait, hang on a minute. Tonight, right? She's coming over to write poems tonight. Okay, that's weird. Bye, Sayori. It's slightly strange walking home with Yuri. Nothing against her, of course. It's just I've grown too used to Sayori being there instead. Although Yuri's still fairly shy, I've noticed that she's come out of her shell a little bit. Especially since we went Christmas shopping together. Not that I'm complaining or anything, but why did you want to walk home with me today? Ah, well, she looks away and sighs. It's just not so easy. I don't push it. If If my fight with Sayori told me anything, it's that you can never tell what demons people are internally battling. Given I still know very little about Yuri, it's definitely best to err on the side of caution. The Christmas period has always been very family orientated, at least for me. For as long as I can remember, my parents used to put a lot of effort into making Christmas memorable. Especially in this country, the focus on Christmas is on spreading happiness. From what I can read, Christmas is much more a festivity concerned with religion in Western countries. That's not true. At least not... well... yeah, well, depends who you ask. But I guess that goes for anywhere. But I digress. I haven't spent Christmas with my family in a while. And if you don't mind me asking, why is that? Yuri looks away, picking at her sleeves. I've noticed that she tends to do that when she's upset or nervous. Yeah, picking at her sleeves. Oh god. They weren't around this year. There's a pause. I feel like there's more what could it be? But again, instinct tells me not to push it. The Christmas period was very lonely, as you could imagine. Going shopping with you, exchanging gifts, playing with all the club members, truly was the highlight of December. Although it was only temporary. When I got home, I took out the piece that Natsuki gave me. It was such a thoughtful gift, but it was also bittersweet. That would have been the type of present that my parents would have got me. So while it was lovely to receive the plant, it was a reminder that my parents weren't the ones to give it to me. Hey Yuri, I had no idea you were so lonely. If you had told me this earlier, I'd have loved to spend time with you. Some time with you? No, time with you. I had a lot of fun when we did our Christmas shopping. You were really good company and you gave really useful advice. Well, you and Sayori are a couple, and the last thing I'd want to do is to... The last thing I'd want to do would be to intrude on that. There we go. I wave her concern away. Yuri, Sayori and I both like you. You're our friend. You've seen how Sayori makes it her top priority to ensure her friends are happy. It's not a problem at all. I'm sorry to bother you with my troubles like this. It's just that I couldn't really talk to the other two girls. Monika is constantly very busy and Natsuki... Well, our friendship has definitely improved since you first saw us argue, but not at a stage where you can be comfortable asking her to hang out? Yes. I've always been quite solitary by nature, and while I enjoy time to myself, sometimes it would be nice to spend time with another person. Again, this could literally be me, from I don't know, a year ago or whatever, just could have said that. I know exactly what you mean, Yuri. I mean, I am solitary by nature very much as well. You know, I believe I've read this somewhere, I like being alone, I hate feeling alone. Those are two extremely, completely different things. They sound extremely similar, but the difference is night and day. And Yuri is the same in that regard. Likes being alone, hates feeling alone. Especially one as open-minded and considerate as you. Not that I don't appreciate the other club members, it's just that, well, I haven't really spent a day with any of them where it's just us two. And, well, I think it's rather obvious that social etiquette isn't an area I excel in. Hey, well, I'm glad you're comfortable around me and able to tell me about all this, Yuri. I know what it's like to be lonely. Last year, before I reconnected with Sayori and met all of you guys, I was pretty much alone too. I mean, I had classmates, sure, but we never really spent time together outside of class. A lot of my free time was spent alone. And then my parents had the divorce, so that made it a lot worse. So yeah, I'd hate for someone else to go through that, especially someone who's this good a friend. I give her a quick hug. Based on the look of her face, it's safe to say that she definitely was not expecting it. Thank you, Mark. It really means a lot to me. Nothing to thank me for. That's what friends are for! Oh, no, it's what friends do. Oh, whatever, it's the same. Anyway, what are you up to tonight? Well, given the semester has only just begun, I'm relatively free, as I don't have any homework to complete. I've also started this new book. It's very popular, so you may have heard of it as well. The story revolves around a group of children and their struggle against a supernatural homicidal entity, which used shapeshifting to exploit its victims' worst fears. Oh, that's the Nightmare on Elm Street? It typically takes the form of a deranged-looking clown. Oh, it. Okay, never mind. Actually, I have heard of that one. The kids later go on to fight the monster as adults, like 20 years later, right? Yuri's eyes light up. I've always been meaning to get into it. Ah, well, I actually have a spare copy if you'd be interested in reading it. Oh? Well, that's a coincidence, if I've ever seen one. Sure thing. I'll let you know how I'm finding it, if you'd like. If that's something you'd want to do, that would be lovely. Well, this is me. Ah, okay. I guess Yuri was really engrossed in our conversation. Now that we're here, there's a wistful, sad look on her face that she tries to hide by turning away. Well, I'll see you tomorrow, and thanks for letting me walk with you. It's nothing, Yuri, and thanks for the book. I'll get started on this tonight. I look forward to hearing your thoughts on the first few chapters tomorrow. Then. She turns and leaves, and as I absentmindedly watch her walk down the street, I can't help but wonder if there's anything more I could do for her. In some ways, her situation is like Sayori's, both girls struggling with an invisible adversary, and I was totally oblivious. Given Yuri's solitary nature, I suppose it was easier to see. I wonder if Monika and Natsuki are struggling with anything as well. I'm not even going to go into that. Given the latter's prickly nature, I don't think she'd ever tell me. And with Monika, seems she's under a lot of pressure from her parents and teachers. This club isn't exactly the epitome of happiness, is it? After an hour or so later, Sayori texted me to let me know she was on her way. Man, her teacher really kept her for... Her teacher really kept her for a while. Now we've settled down into the living room, pens and paper at the ready. I can't decide what this poem should be about. Sorry. I'm not actually that bothered about writing a poem. To be honest, I only suggested this so we could spend more time together. Exclamation point. Really? I maneuver myself so that I'm sitting directly behind her, wrapping my arms around her back. What? No, if I stand, how the hell, what? If I stand directly behind her, how can I wrap my arms around her back? Because if you wrap them around her back, that means you're standing in front of her. So I'm wrapping them around, and then another time around, or something? What the hell? I mean, I understand what you mean. I stand behind her and I do like this, like around her. But then I'm not wrapping my arms around her back. I'm wrapping them around her, like her front. I know what you mean, but like the way it says here, I'm standing behind her and wrapping them behind her back. So I'm wrapping them around her once and then another time around her. So I don't know how long my arms are, but way too long apparently. I've got like puppet arms from Five Nights at Freddy's, like the puppets, like those tentacle things. Uh-huh. But Mark, I know. With a sigh, I detach myself and pull up the notepads in front of me, pen in hands. After all, we're both finished with our poems. Sayori wasn't kidding when she said she does better in creative subjects. Watching her brainstorm and write her poem has proven to be a real eye-opener. Although not quite to the same extent as Yuri, Sayori really gets lost in her own little world. As she wrote, I was struck by how much attention she goes into her work. For instance, she deliberately avoids cliches and has an interestingly varied rhyme scheme. Her language is emotive and effective, enabling the reader to vividly picture what she's talking about. It's easy to immerse yourself into the world she creates, and the best part was seeing the look on her face as she wrote. My poem obviously can't hold a candle to hers, but it was at least much more enjoyable to write my poem with her next to me. Sayori? What did your homework teacher want to talk to you about? Oh, that. Well, I haven't been handing homework in on time. I've just been... Well, it's impossible to find the motivation to work on it sometimes. Have you thought about telling him about, well, your depression? I'm sure they'd be a bit more lenient if they knew what was going on. From their perspective, they probably just think you're being lazy. Maybe. That would be a lot of a hassle. As she talks, I reach over to my bag and pull out the book Yuri lent me. Oh, what's that? It looks scary. Oh yeah, it's a book Yuri lent me while we were walking home. She just got into this book herself and happened to have a spare copy, so just as I told her I always wanted to read this book as well. What a coincidence, huh? Ooh, be careful, because she's already looking like that. There's silence for a few seconds. Did I say something wrong? Sayori? Oh, sorry, I was just, looking at the front cover. Pretty creepy, huh? Another awkward silence. Mark, why did Yuri want to walk home with you? Why does she look angry all of a sudden? Oh, that. I'm not sure if I should tell Sayori about Yuri feeling really lonely. As good as their friendship is, Yuri's confession was rather personal. Oh, come on, don't come out with like that. I can't tell you. Why not? Well, it's personal. Okay. Yuri's just, well, going through some difficult times at the moment. And we're friends, so I guess that's what she wanted to... I guess that's why she wanted to talk to me. And you like spending time with her, don't you? Oh, no, that was Sayori. And you like spending time with her, don't you? I mean, yeah, isn't that normal between friends? Yeah, of course it is. I'm glad you two get along so well. You two went Christmas shopping together, right? Yep, she's actually really good with suggestions. But she did take ages at the stationery shop. Yeah, probably because of that shit that I bought her that I never gave her in the Yuri route. You think I'd be used to that, given how long you spent at any shops that have candy? I playfully nudge her, but she barely responds. Are you okay? You seem a little tense. Oh, sorry, yeah, I was just thinking about all of the homework I need to catch up on. I should probably get going, actually. Oh, really? She stands up and heads to the door. You could always ask Yuri to come over. She's better company than I am anyway. Huh? She closes the door and I'm left there wondering what was that all about. Did I say something to upset her, or perhaps she had a fight with Yuri? I mean, that explains why she seemed angry at the mention of Yuri's name. I'm too tired to think about this. Yeah, I'll talk about it tomorrow. Yeah. Fucking hell, like, you know what Sayori's going through. And then... okay, she's never mentioned that she was afraid she never said specifically that she was afraid to lose me to anyone else. But she has said many times before that she thinks that, like, literally anyone is better than her. So, of course, she could make that the conclusion extremely quickly. Like, be a bit fucking careful with those words. You can definitely tell that you're friends and just hang out, but be careful with the way you word things, because that has gone wrong in the Yuri route as well, when, during that one argument where my guy chose all the wrong fucking analyses, all the wrong words, all the wrong periods. Everything was wrong during that argument. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you almost enjoyed it. Click the like button if you liked it. Subscribe to join the Roman army, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later, Romans. Valete.